Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, today I'm going to my mom's. I have to take her shopping and to the bank, and so I'll be gone most of the day. But I do still have to finish up a couple of things before the window guy comes tomorrow. So I guess I'll have to do that either before I go or after I come back. But usually by the time I come back from my mom's, I'm pretty tired. We kind of roam around a couple stores. She likes to see what's what, and it gets her out of the house. So I don't need a whole lot, but I might pick up a thing or two, you never know. I'm still trying to use up what I have in my refrigerator and freezer. And if you're interested, I did a whole year cook down of the refrigerator and freezer. I think it was a couple years ago. So lots of videos on that up on the YouTube website here. So this morning I'm having the Rise coffee again. I'm working my way through the stash that they sent me before I knew that I was on auto ship. So I have at least another 2 bags to work through. They say it's good for your gut. I haven't noticed any difference, but it hasn't been worse either. So, and it's expensive. So I don't think I'll be ordering the Rise again, but it does taste good. So it's sort of almost like having a hot chocolate. It's much creamier than coffee. But yeah, that's kind of my take on the Rise coffee. It's good, it's tasty, but I really haven't noticed much of a difference in my gut health. But then again, other people that don't have a gut like mine, they might find it beneficial. So, do your own research, your own critique on the Rise coffee. I don't want to give them a bad rap because, like I said, it does taste good, and but I haven't really noticed much of a difference. They say it's good for your kidney health and good for your gut. But like I said, I haven't noticed a difference. And I've been drinking this now for probably a couple months. So I'm going to add my creamer, which maybe it doesn't do it much good, but they said you can add creamer or whatever. I tried their creamer, and I didn't like that at all. So, and I think I have one more bag of that too, because everything that you buy there is then put on auto ship. So, cheers. I'm going to enjoy it this morning, though. Cheers. Yep, that's good. So I wish I could stay home today and continue my work on my garage and decluttering that, but I won't have time for that at all today. And I probably won't have time for that tomorrow either, because my window installation fellows are coming tomorrow, and I'm sure that'll take them a good chunk of the day. And then I'm still waiting to hear from my handyman to see when he's coming over and what he's going to have time to fix on my handyman to-do list. So it's a busy week, and sometimes you have to put your projects on hold until you have time to continue. But I am happy with the progress I've made so far in the garage, but there's still a lot to do out there. So, all right, I'm going to go do my budget book over there, and I'll meet you there in a second. Okay, back at the budget book. Well, yesterday I didn't spend any money, so I'm off to a better start this month than in the previous months. The garden purchasing has wound down, and I'm trying to use up my freezer food, my refrigerator food, so I'm not spending much on that. So I'm hoping that June is a low spend month, because I do have to pay for my windows, which is definitely not low spend, but a necessity. And I had my front window replaced this past year, and it's so nice to be able to look out the window now. I couldn't even see out of it before because the window was, I call it sprung. The seal was broken. And when that happens, the windows fog up, and you can't even see out of them anymore. So I have several other windows in the house that need to be replaced, but I'm going to do that a few every year, and within 2 years I should have them all. I should have new windows throughout the whole house, and it'll be paid for, and I didn't have to take out a loan. I asked the window guy if it would be cheaper to replace all of them at once, and he said no, so I figured, well, there's no sense to taking on that financial burden if it doesn't make a difference in how much it costs you. So anyway, that's what I'm doing, and hopefully I'll get that all done before some other thing breaks. With a house that's 21 years old, things start to need to be replaced. I've already replaced several appliances, some of them more than once, because they don't last like they used to. I had a freezer that lasted 42 years, I think it was. So I definitely got my money's worth out of that. And then also my old washer, that lasted 21 years, so that was a pretty good time. But I've had to replace my refrigerator, my dishwasher, my microwave. Knock on wood, my stove is still working perfectly fine, and that's 21 years old, so I did get my money's worth out of that, and hopefully it'll last another 20 years. That would be great. By then it'll be vintage. So I try and get as much longevity out of my appliances as I possibly can. I've already replaced the hot water tank in the house, the roof, what else? Oh, I'm sure there's been other things. So anyway, fingers crossed that I get a break from having to repair and replace for a while. That would be great. That way I can save up some more money for my emergency fund and call that good. So, all right, like I said, I have to take my mom shopping today, so there will probably be a couple things that I'll pick up too, but we'll see when we get there. All right, that's it for my budget chat for the day. I just came out here this evening. It's a beautiful warm night, and I wanted to show you all my really pretty little lamps that I got at Aldi's the other day. The little flicker lights. I think they look really, really pretty. So I'm so happy I got them. It looks very cozy out here now. Now all I need is to get the electric back for my water fountain pump. This just came on too. It changes color. I got that at Mark's a few weeks ago. Yeah, I really like it out here. Well, I just got back from my mom's. It's already 6:30 in the evening. So I spent the day with her, and we went to the bank, and we went shopping at a couple different stores, and then we ordered a pizza. So we had a nice day. We sat out in the garage at her house and just kind of looked at her garden, and she reminisced, you know, because that's what older people like to do, because what's in the rearview mirror is way more, how do I want to put it? There's way more information in the rearview mirror than anything else. So if you have an older person in your family that likes to reminisce, and even if they've told you the same story 10, 20 times, you know, they're reliving their life. And so be kind and just listen, and maybe have a little input, a little positive feedback. Don't be so impatient with your elderly. I know a lot of people don't have much patience with elderly people, but, you know, I mean, God willing, you'll get there someday too. So it's actually been I feel very blessed to have grown old as I am, to have grown with my mom, who is also very elderly. She's 95. So I understand a lot of some of the things that she's going through, because some of those things I go through too, or, you know, I know that'll be happening down the road at some point. Plus that, I worked with the elderly for over 20 years when I was a nurse. So I understand older people quite well. So be kind to them. You know, they raised you. They put up with all kinds of shenanigans that you did when you were younger. So that's the least we can do, is be there for them. Because most of them don't ask for much other than your company. So anyway, I'm not going to be on here long today because it's already late and I want to get this video up. So I'll be back tomorrow, and that's all I have for you today, my friends. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.